guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be a first impressions demo review type of video on this Urban Decay All-Nighter Foundation. I am going to show myself applying it, and then I'm going to check in with you throughout the day so we can see if we like this foundation or not. So let's jump into the video. Alright, so this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Foundation. It says that it is the ultimate foundation for a flawless looking complexion. It's a waterproof formula that provides complete coverage and it lasts all day or night. It says that it has a modern matte finish that never looks overdone. It is a full coverage foundation. They say that again with an insane amount of pigment, and a little bit goes a long way. It says that there's no need to build coverage or apply multiple layers. Light diffusing pigments blur flaws for beautifully perfected skin, while high-tech ingredients mattify and absorb oil. That's really interesting to me that it says that it is a modern matte finish, but it also is light diffusing, so maybe that's what the modern part is of the modern matte. So I'm really interested to try this out, you guys. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Like, some people absolutely love it, some people are like not a fan whatsoever. I do have more drier skin, like dry to normal, I would say, and I feel like this is more geared towards oily skin people, so I'm really interested to try this out and see how I like it. I got mine in the shade 2.5. The 0.5s are like more pink toned. I was told, the girl at Sephora that was very helpful was letting me know that these do oxidize, and she was like, go lighter than you're thinking, because it does, you know, oxidize on the skin. So when we're applying this, I'm like already prepared for it to look a little bit too light, but then I'll check in with you throughout the day, and as you know, once I do the rest of my makeup, we'll see how, you know, the color works for me. I did want to just quickly mention that I do love, and I've had this for a long time now, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. This is kind of like their original kind of foundation that they came out in the Naked line. This is super lightweight. I am expecting this guy to be more full coverage, but I did just want to like show you guys a comparison of shades here. This is the shade 1.0 I have in the Urban Decay Weightless, and again 2.5 is the All-Nighter, so that's the one we'll be trying out today. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think that that is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I think the chrome is so cool, and Urban Decay always has such cool packaging, so I'm not surprised at all, but I just think it's a really nice bottle. It is quite big, like, I mean, for storage wise, it is quite tall. You do get 1 fluid ounce, which is normal for foundation. And I can't remember what the price was. I believe like 50 something. I will insert it right here. And remember, that is in Canadian prices, but I remember not thinking it was like outrageously priced. I think it's pretty on par with a lot of foundations that you get at Sephora. But yes, 1 fluid ounce, and again, full coverage, matte finish, oil free. So let's give this a go. It says you need to shake before you use it. But like, I don't even, like, listen to this one. That's interesting. So when I shake this guy, it's like loud, and this one I don't even hear anything in there. Interesting. Let's zoom you in. I'm going to apply one side of my face with this sponge from NYX and the other side with this brush, just so we can see if there's any difference. I don't have anything on my face right now. I'm not going to use primer or anything today, so we can just see how this foundation wears on its own. So let's just do this. Just going to apply it a little bit with my finger first. Like, what is this guy right there? I'm going to start off with this sponge on this side of my face. Like, that coverage, that is full coverage. Like, wow. So yeah, this shade is a little bit light, but like I said, oh, don't use a sponge on that side. Like I said, this shade is a little bit light, but it's going to oxidize apparently, so we're gonna keep a lookout for that. But wow, like, I honestly put too much product on, you guys. Like, I was just so excited, but like, I did not need that much. Honestly, if you're someone that like doesn't like concealer for some reason, like, this is like concealing as well. Like, this is like underneath my eye area. Like, crazy. Now let's use the brush on this side. This foundation, I can like feel it dries down quite quickly, so you do need to like work quickly with it. Let me see here. I'm just trying to see if I can like see a difference. Look at those nice foundation lips. I'm just trying to see if I can like see a difference between the brush side or the beauty sponge side, but honestly, like they both look quite nice. Like, this is what I will say about this makeup. I'm just gonna like go over it a little bit with this sponge just to like absorb a little bit of that product, because man, like this is very, very full coverage, and I like that. Like, I love full coverage foundations, but this is one that I will say that like I can tell that I have makeup on. This is not something that I'm like, okay, this is, you know, looking like skin, it's natural. Like, this is very much full coverage, and it's on, like, I can see it on my skin. But it looks nice. Like, I actually quite like it. I feel like this is a really nice base for me to do the rest of my makeup. So far I like it because it is so full coverage. I think I used a little bit too much. I haven't noticed any oxidation yet. Like, I haven't noticed it get darker, but it's only been on my skin for like a minute, so that could potentially still happen. So I am going to go finish the rest of my makeup. I'm just going to apply like a light layer of powder and then like bronzer and blush, and like what I would usually do, but I will be right back. Okay, so update already, you guys. I did not put powder on my face. Like, that is unheard of for me. I always set my foundation with a powder. I just find that when I go in with like bronzer and blush, if I don't set my face with a powder, that it goes on like patchy and like sticky, and I just can't stand it. This did not need a powder. I love that. Like, I absolutely love that. What I did is when I finished my foundation, I put concealer on under my eyes and set that with a powder. And then when I went to use another powder, I like felt my skin and I was like, I don't need a powder. Like, it feels like a powder finish on its own. I'm serious. Like, I did not put any powder on. I put on bronzer and blush and highlighter and a little bit of bronzer on my forehead. But other than the setting powder underneath my eyes, there's no powder on my skin, and it is dry. I love that. Now, speaking of the oxidation though, oxidization, I don't know which one it is, you can kind of see there is a bit of a line right here, and I did try to like blend it down my neck a little bit, but the gal in Sephora that was helping me was definitely correct that this guy did oxidize, because when it went on my skin originally, you guys saw that it was a little bit too light. So when I go like this, you can kind of see right there. So it did darken up a little bit, but nothing like out of the like crazy that I can't live with, because so far I am really liking the way this looks. I think that, yeah, it definitely looks like I have makeup on. It isn't like a super natural foundation, but I think that is the whole point, that this is a full coverage, modern matte finish. And I'm so impressed that I didn't need to powder my face. I think it's so cool that this is an actual matte foundation. So far, really liking it just upon like first application. I'm going to wear this throughout the entire day today because it is supposed to be an all-nighter, or all day, I guess. So I'm going to check in with you guys throughout the day, let you know how it's looking, and yeah. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more of a close-up so you can see what the foundation looks like. Again, this is with bronzer, blush, and highlighter on, under-eye concealer, and setting powder, but other than that, nothing. Like, there's nothing on my chin area, which is my problem area, other than the foundation. And it's completely like matte, and it looks like I have powder on. So again, it has that like nice powder finish to it. Okay, I will see you in a bit. Guys, just checking in here. I have had this foundation on for only like an hour, so it hasn't been that long. It still looks very nice. It still looks exactly like I did when I applied it. Please excuse this situation here. I was picking at it, which is bad. But I just wanted to point out that while I really am liking this foundation, I think it looks very, very pretty, this oxidation issue is real. Like, how are you supposed to pick a shade if you don't know what shade you're actually getting, I guess you could say? Because basically, like, you can see here that this foundation has not only gone a little bit darker, I feel like the entire tone of it has changed since I first applied it, which I think is very strange. So I just wanted to point that out because I feel like picking a foundation shade with this would be very difficult. So that is where I'm where I'm at right now. I'm about to go get some groceries. I'm just in the grocery store parking lot. There's a man parked beside me, like literally watching me talk to you right now, which is weird. So I'll see you guys soon. It's been about 5 hours since I put on the foundation, and you guys, it looks exactly like it did when I first put it on. I have not touched up, I have not put powder on. The only thing that I did actually was like an hour ago, I was kind of picking at this zit in this area. I took a little bit more of the foundation, I just like tapped it on, and it completely, again, like dried down, like sat on the skin nicely on top of the other foundation. Honestly, like I look like I've had a long day because I feel like I have. And like, it's mainly like my eye area, like it's where my concealer is on that I'm feeling like it doesn't look good. But my actual face, like it looks very nice. But I will say, as I mentioned in the previous clip, that I definitely can see a difference in color now, and the oxidation definitely is an issue. But I love the way the actual foundation looks. I think I'm just gonna like work with this one. I don't think I will get like a different color because I don't think it's like that bad. I could just kind of, I need to like bronze my neck kind of deal. But yeah, 5 hour check-in, looks very nice. I'm very impressed with this foundation. And this is the same time, about 5 hours after the fact. I just wanted to show you in natural light. I'm just standing out in my living room here, so you can see definitely more so the shade difference. That's attractive. You can see the shade difference more when I don't have my bright lights on, but that is basically where we're at. And you can see what I mean. Look at those under eye circles. I've got a girlfriend coming over for dinner. I feel like I might need a little more concealer. All right, you guys, so I've had this foundation on for over like 11 hours now, so it has been on my skin all day long. I do think that it definitely lives up to the name of being an all-nighter foundation, meaning that it is very long wearing. I think that my skin looks very similar to how it did this morning. It has broken up a little bit in this area, but other than that, like it looks so good, and I cannot get over it that I did not need to use powder to set this in place. I am very impressed with it. I love that it is full coverage. The one downfall is that oxidation thing, it did go on lighter to my skin originally, and it did go like a shade or two darker. So that is a downfall, definitely. But I think that if you do find a shade that works for you, it is a great formula, and I really think that it does have that like modern matte finish that they described, where it is like matte, but it does have a little bit of that like natural skin property reflecting type of deal that they were talking about. So yes, I highly recommend this. It works excellent for my normal / dry skin. I think that if you have oilier skin, you might just want to use a powder to set it in place, but all in all, I really like it. I am very impressed with it. And I know I'm going to be using it a lot in the fall and winter months. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I love these kind of like first impression foundation videos. They're some of my favorite videos to watch, so I hope you guys liked it too. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because it means so much to me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.